everybody, and welcome to a Monday on Bookish Days. For the next couple of weeks I'm gonna be on Monday because Rich is really busy and I have time, so it's more convenient. And this week, because we're already near the end of October, we have a sort of Halloween spooky theme. And I have to say, it's a little strange being the first one to make a video about that, so I hope I'm doing this right. One of the downsides is that I don't really read scary books. I think I watched like one scary movie in my life and other people didn't even think it was scary. So yeah, thinking over the weekend what to talk about, because I'm not really a Halloween person. It's not actually that much of a thing in the Netherlands. It's just the past couple of years that people just realize how fun it can be to dress up and have parties when it's Halloween. So basically I've come to the conclusion that the one thing in my life that is sort of scary is my job. And that's not for me, don't worry, it's perfectly fine, I don't think it's scary. But I work in the defense work of the city of Maastricht, and it's a system of tunnels that they use. So I'm just gonna show you some footage and quickly explain to you what it's about, because it's the coolest job I have ever had. And I know this is not book related, but I don't have any scary books. It's called the Kazematte and it has been built in the 17th century. And first it was just a city wall, but then people invented cannons and city walls weren't very effective anymore to protect the city. So they built this like really big trenches and they would put water in it, so it was hard to reach the city. But one side of my town is on a hill, so that didn't really work out. And then they built these things where they could shoot from. And fun fact, the shooting holes are like belly height, because if you're shot in the belly you don't die immediately and your screaming can deter your fellow soldiers. Fun fellows. So then the enemies knew that, you know, you were gonna get shot, so they thought of something else. They would dig a tunnel. Because it's on a hill, the groundwater is pretty low, so they would dig tunnels and try to get to the city wall underneath and then just put some like explosive there and blow it up. And to defend from that one, the city of Maastricht then made all these tunnels that I work at now. And in these hallways, soldiers would basically sit with buckets of water to see if things were shaking. And the idea was that then you blow up the other person before they blow up you. So it's kind of like, it's a very interesting dynamic. However, this was so elaborate and fancy at the time that enemies chose to attack the city from the other side. So it was never really tested, and therefore everything is still intact, and it's really amazing. Because it's, you know, already all there. This was also used as shelter both during World War II when there were bombings. People would just, you know, the alarm would go off and they would get into these tunnels and just wait here till it was safe again. And then part of it, now the part that is currently underground, was also transformed into a nuclear safe house during the Cold War. So there were room for thousands and thousands of citizens from the city in case of a nuclear attack or a nuclear war. It's really interesting to see, and it's really one of my favorite things to do. I think if I didn't get paid I would still volunteer to do it because it's so much fun to work here. I don't really make it sound very scary, do I? I'm just not, I don't know, I'm not a scary person. I really don't like scary books. I also really don't like scary movies because I honestly get scared, so it's not fun if I do that. I can't really enjoy it. I'm just freaking out all the time, which is not my favorite thing to do. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway. I'll see you again next Monday and have a wonderful week. Bye!